Welcome to Leverton on Everything podcast. My name is Leverton, and I talk about everything: books, movies, ghosts, whatever I want to review, I review. That's the first rule. Second rule is that every review that I do is under 10 minutes, starting now. Yeah, so I just did a review of the American version of Ghosts, and I deleted it accidentally, so that's not good. But what is good is I still remember my opinions about it. Generally, I will try and give the whole series I'll try and be fair. So maybe I'll review it, but for now, I didn't like it because the the characters are strange in the American version. They're mostly the same, but somewhat different. Um, Everything is very literal in the American version. So they call the people who are not dead living, right? I mean, they are living, but it's like you're a living, you know. And so they literally explain. I mean, this happens in the British version too, but it's like it happens three more times in the American version where the ghosts explain why they can't leave because you stay where you die, basically. And there's this other thing where the partner is very obnoxious and he is complaining about how he was in the gas station and somebody called him woke or something like that, or a girl because he was wearing a gaming shirt. He's like, oh, it doesn't even make sense. And the gaming shirt he's wearing is just basically like a pink Atari thing. And I don't know. People would clearly know what that is. Even older people know what Atari is, even in some out of the way place. So I didn't like that. I did like one scene where in the British version, the disgraced um, politician doesn't wear any pants. And in this version, it's more like a finance bro. And there's one scene where he, lifts up his shirt and then it's censored. So that's kind of funny. I like that. And then another thing that I didn't like. Oh, there was something else. Oh, yeah. It's a small thing, but I think it just shows the difference between the British version and the American version. So the British version, she gets her powers because one of the ghosts is trying to push her out of the window and she falls out of the window and hits her head and goes into a coma, has a near death experience. So in the American version, she just falls down the stairs and nearly dies and gets this ability, right? So I think the American version didn't want the ghost to seem bad, right? And the British version is that the ghosts are like the most annoying archetypes of whatever thing, like for the most part. So like the disgraced former politician is a horn dog. The Victorian lady is like very uptight and proper and whatever. And the scoutmaster is so bubbling and effusive that it can be kind of annoying, you know. So, but the American ghosts are not annoying, you know. They're not bad. Yeah, my recording just stopped, so I was wondering. Yeah. Um, and they don't want to make them seem bad, and they don't want to do anything negative to the ghosts. So I didn't like it, but as I said, I'll watch the whole series, and then maybe I'll come back and give another review. So one thing I do like a lot is my son's podcast, the Everything and More podcast. You can check it out on Spotify. Oh, the Everything and More etc. podcast. Everything and More etc. podcast on Spotify, Amazon Music, and Apple. Thank you and bye.